Chapter 14 of Old Peter's Russian Tales. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Old Peter's Russian Tales by Arthur Ransome. Chapter 14. Who Lived in a Skull? Once upon a time, a horse's skull lay on the open plain. It had been picked clean by the ants and shone white in the sunlight. Little burrowing mouse came along, twirling his whiskers and looking at the world. He saw the white skull and thought it was as good as a palace. He stood up in front of it and called out, little house, who lives in the little house?" No one answered, for there was no one inside. "I will live there myself," says little burrowing mouse, and then he went and set up house in the horse's skull. Croaking frog came along, a jump, 3 long strides, and a jump again. Little house, who lives in the little house?" "I'm burrowing mouse. Who are you?" "I'm croaking frog. Come in and make yourself at home." So the frog went in, and they began to live, the two of them together. Hare high in the hill came running by. Little house, who lives in the little house?" Burrowing mouse and croaking frog. "Who are you?" "I'm hare high in the hill. Come along in." So the hare put his ears down and went in, and they began to live, the 3 of them together. Then the fox came running by. Little house, who lives in the little house?" Burrowing mouse and croaking frog and hare high in the hill. "Who are you?" "I'm fox runabout everywhere. Come along in, we've room for you." So the fox went in, and they began to live, the 4 of them together. Then the wolf came prowling by and saw the skull. Little house, who lives in the little house?" Burrowing mouse and croaking frog and hare high in the hill and fox runabout everywhere. "Who are you?" "I'm wolf leap out of the bushes. Come in then." So the wolf went in, and they began to live, the 5 of them together. And then there came along the bear. He was very slow and very heavy. Little house, who lives in the little house?" Burrowing mouse and croaking frog and hare high in the hill and fox runabout everywhere and wolf leap out of the bushes. "Who are you?" "I'm bear, squash the lot." And the bear sat down on the horse's skull and squashed the whole lot of them. The way to tell that story is to make one hand the skull, and the fingers and thumb of the other hand the animals that go in one by one. At least that was the way old Peter told it. And when it came to the end, and the bear came along, why, the bear was old Peter himself, who squashed both little hands, and Vanya or Marussia, whichever it was, all together in one big hug. End of chapter 14.